raw, pure intention at the core. Rolling lessons like a wave, landing gentle on the shore. No edits, no perfection, just the messy truth will pour. Sessions unscripted, we unlock each mental door. Tune in, lean back, feel the rhythm of the soul. Every word a tool to mend your spirit, make it whole. Self-love, the anthem, like your confidence a roll. Progress never pauses on the ever-spinning stroll.
Hello, everybody. It's your buddy Joel Rosario, your host of the Sessions and Lessons Unscripted podcast. Thank you for listening. And here by my side is the wonderful, better half, Gloria Rosario. Hello, Gloria.
Hello, how's everybody doing? How are you?
I'm doing okay. I hope everybody out there is doing all right, too. So how are you? How was your day?
Good. That weather was kind of weird today.
It was pretty weird. For those of you out there listening, we live in the Midwest, and the weather here has been just bipolar, for lack of a better description. It's like summer one day, winter the next day, raining the other day.
I think we even recently had snow.
Yeah, we had like flurries or something last week sometime.
Very light, though.
Yeah, after a day that was like 67 degrees. Yeah, it's crazy out here. Yeah, who knows what's going on with this weather? So nothing crazy happened to you past couple of days or anything?
No, it's been pretty calm.
Yeah.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I know you said that you were going through a bunch of changes. Everything going smoothly, or was it still kind of?
It's getting better so far, so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So far, my week's been okay. I guess I can't complain too much. I've been getting a lot of stuff done. I'm feeling better and better every day. So yeah, I can't complain too much.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh man, I want to hear it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to stay afloat, right? Like, and just trying to relax and just be as stress-free as possible. You know, that's almost impossible, right? To be stress-free.
It comes and it goes, I guess.
Comes and goes, yeah. Yep. So, normally, I kind of wanted to talk about a couple things. This is not a review or reaction podcast by any means or anything like that. But Gloria and I, over the weekend, just like everyone else does, when you want to sit down, relax, watch a movie or whatever, search through the millions of saved videos that we have on our list, but still can't find anything to watch. Netflix, are you still there? So we ended up stopping. I think it was on Peacock, right? I don't remember what that was.
No, it was Tubi.
No, it was not Tubi. I know it was not Tubi. No, it was not.
Regardless, we watched
it was
something.
I believe it was on Peacock.
Okay.
I'm like 99% sure.
I will look it up right now.
I am right.
Okay.
Anyways, so Gloria and I, something caught our attention, being 80s, 90s kids. There was a movie about, I don't know, you guys out there listening, if you remember a group called Milli Vanilli back in the 90s. I think it was the late 80s and early 90s, right?
Yes.
So, big thing with them was they had all these hits on the radio. People would bump their tunes all the time, right? Gloria probably knows all the words. and they ended up being fake. They were two guys that they got hired basically for their looks, and the real band, the real group was like a bunch of a hodgepodge of different musicians and stuff, different ages, I think, and ethnicities and stuff. And I don't know. I guess you can say they weren't like TV friendly or radio or TV friendly, I should say, right?
Okay, so basically it was Milli Vanilli were like these gorgeous guys who had dreads and
I think one was from France and one was from Germany,
and they were just beautiful, beautiful men. And they became really popular, but the people that were actually doing the songs and the music and all that were just regular looking folks. It was just like a family man type of,
Yeah, like a family
yeah,
man, and
family
like one of
man.
them was the producers that just went joined them and played.
Basically, like just your everyday Joe Schmo type of
Yeah, they
like,
weren't nothing.
no.
Yeah, they weren't.
I mean, compared to like the models that these guys were,
Yeah, they were
they
kind of
look,
like models. Yeah,
yes, and the people behind the scenes were, not so pretty, I guess. I don't want to be
yeah,
mean or anything, but
yeah.
uh,
It kind of reminds me too of again, we're really dating ourselves on this one. Uh, CNC Music Factory. I
oh,
bet some of you guys remember them. What was their things that make you go, huh? And
yeah, there was
gonna
so
make you
much,
sweat. I think it
yeah,
was
there
the
was
other
a
one.
bunch of stuff.
Actually, see, they weren't too bad, but who was it? Oh, I wasn't a big fan of Freedom Williams, the rapper guy.
Yeah,
I wasn't too keen on his style or whatever, but I mean, it's pop. It's not really hip hop. Well, dance music, right? It was more
yeah,
dance music.
yeah, I would call it dance.
But no, it only reminds me of them because there was a controversy with those guys too because the female lead singer, the one that you see on the videos and stuff, technically wasn't the real singer. It was Martha Wash. If you guys remember, this is now I'm really dating myself. There was a song way back in the day. It's Raining Men. Does anybody remember that song? I know Gloria does. She sings it all the time.
Yeah,
It's Raining Men. Shame. Shame. Like on Game of Thrones.
shame.
Shame. Anyways, so Martha Wash was the lead singer, and she, I guess, was not TV friendly, right? Because she was a
Well, no,
larger.
again, the singer that sang the vocals that we're talking about right now, she was also like a model or something, right?
Well, the replacement singer was the show singer,
Oh,
but
okay, right.
the studio they used Martha Wash.
Right, right. And she was a heavy set,
She was a heavyset black woman,
right.
and they didn't want that.
So they
When
just used her vocals.
they used her
Yeah, I
vocals,
remember.
and then the model that they used, I don't remember her name, but she kind of could sing.
But nothing compared
No,
to,
not like
no,
Martha
no,
Wash.
no, no.
She could carry enough to kind of fake it, right?
Right,
So, because let's face it, most of the time those guys were like lip syncing because they were jumping around like and sweating and
right.
dancing. But anyways, so yeah, that's how old we are. CNC Music Factory and Milli Vanilli.
Well, I was born in 81, so I mean, I was like maybe 11
Oh, well, you were.
ish.
Well, I was born in '75, so you figure in their heyday. Well, Milli Vanilli, I mean,
Well, they
I
were
was
like
a
like mid
teenager.
90s.
No, because I think the controversy hit like in the early '90s,
Right, it
like
was
in
like
around
93.
'93.
Right, it was
And in
93.
'93, I was 18. Yeah, was I 18? I was about 17, 18 years old in '93. Good Lord, that's a long time.
Oh man, we are really dating ourselves.
Okay, we're just
This
stopping right here and continuing on because we're not talking about dates and ages.
no, no, no. I
No.
don't like to be reminded.
Anyways, so we were stumbling across the Peacock streaming app, saw this movie, and the movie was called what?
I don't
Girl,
remember.
you know it's true.
Oh, ooh, ooh,
There she goes. I
ooh.
knew it. See, she knows. I'm telling you, she knows every word. So, anyways, we're watching, and it kind of caught our attention, and we're both like super familiar with this and stuff. So we watch it, and it was a pretty decent movie, I would say.
Yeah, it brought back a lot of memories, I guess.
Yeah, I
Well, for
guess
me,
it did kind of. Yeah,
like I said, I was a little bit younger during, their peak
yeah.
years and stuff. So, but I do remember like my one of my aunts um would listen to that type of music. So, I'd be bopping around,
Well, yeah. I mean, it
along
was
with
all
her.
over the radio. You couldn't
Right?
avoid it.
No, no. Um but I do remember like when everything happened. I think that was like in 93, so I was a little bit
Yeah,
older like at that point. And I do remember
you were about 12, 13.
about
Yeah,
And I do remember something about how the producers and everybody else like pretended not to know anything, but everybody behind the stage
Oh
like
yeah.
knew what was going on.
Hmm.
So
And one bad thing too was that they they were kind of in on it, but then they after a while they were like, okay, can we like do our own thing now? And then I mean it got so huge so fast, like there was really no way to like, okay guys, we'll just kind of segue this into your own voices and your own performances. It's like there was no way. It was a no-win situation, I don't think, for anybody there.
yeah,
So it was like and then you could tell, I guess, the one, right, he was like the more like I guess the bad boy of the two, and then
yeah.
he was the one that got more into drugs and abusive behavior, and the other one was like, man, you need to slow down and this and that. And then when it all came out, um of course it was a big deal, right? Because oh, these guys are phonies, they're fakes, they don't sing their own music, their hair is probably fake.
But the funny thing is that now what they were accused of doing is what every singer or rapper does now.
Yeah, it's the kind of they got a I think they got a raw deal, to be honest with you. I mean, they didn't deserve what they got. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? You think they kind of deserved it? They didn't deserve it?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged thing because I think it was something where, you know, it was brought up in the movie how one of them said that, we have to put on a show and give them like what they want. And it's kind of, like I said, sketchy territory because they were lip singing, but they had no actual singing talent. Like, I remember one of them tried to sing and he had like a really heavy German
Well,
accent.
yeah. I mean, when they first started, their accents were really bad, and then like, what there was like a scene in the movie where they were starting to do interviews, and they were freaking out because
They had a really heavy,
yeah,
heavy
they
accent.
didn't realize that their accents were so bad.
Right.
So they're like, people are gonna put two and two together right away and be like, these guys don't sing. So they limited their interviews because they didn't want people to know that they had accents.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say their voices were bad necessarily because they both were super into music. And then the one guy, I mean, they were taking singing lessons
Right.
and
Right.
they were trying to lose their accents a little bit. And so they put in the work.
No, they put in the work, but at the end of the day, they were singing to, I mean, lip singing. Let's be honest, lip singing to people who never got credit until they got,
Until they
caught.
got busted. Yeah.
And then, the real people behind the scenes,
Yeah.
it's like, again, you have all these like supermodel looking guys, and then you have these average looking
And
people.
it's messed up too because after it was all said and done and they were all exposed and everything, then they're like, okay, now we're gonna do it the way we wanted to do it, and then they both tried to release albums with their own voices and stuff, and I think the damage already was
Oh
done.
yeah.
So it's like no matter what they put out,
I don't think at that point there was any coming back from
no. I
that.
mean, the surviving one now, he's kind of got a career right now. I mean, he does tours and he plays. And I mean, and I've heard him sing. He doesn't sound too bad.
No, no, but he doesn't sound like the original
No,
Milli
no, no,
Vanilli
no, no. That
at
was
all.
heavily produced and
Right.
processed
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But of course, then after it's all said and done, they're like stained, right? And they feel like failures and that they were phony. And I mean, that's how everybody looks at them, right?
Right. And at the end of, the towards the end of the movie, as we all or some of us might remember, one of them unalived themselves.
Yes, that was the one that I don't know if it was Rob, the one I they were their names were like Rob and Fab, I don't remember which one of the two, but he got into really bad addiction problems and destructive behavior, and yeah, he ended up ODing, overdosing. But yeah, it's a pretty sad story. I mean, um, yeah, it's unfortunate that he had to go that route, but I mean, the guilt was so bad, and from being viewed as a fake that he just couldn't handle it, I guess. But it's kind of like the movie kind of made me thought of like everyday people, everyday us, right? Like, because I sometimes feel fake and like I'm giving people what they want, right? And then I don't know if anybody else out there feels that way, but sometimes it's like you put on a show for people, right?
Yeah.
But so yeah, so I try not to feel that way, and I try to be as genuine as I can all the time. But I mean, sometimes I feel like you kind of have to put on a show, or I put on a show, and I'm not happy with myself sometimes when that goes on.
I I understand what you're saying, but I think a lot of times to make family members feel better, or so we don't make people react to how we really feel, we just kind of fake the funk and just act happy when we're not, or
I kind of think that might be a little bit different though, because I can see you having to adapt or be kind of like a chameleon to fit the situation, especially if you're trying to protect someone, right? Or you're
right.
trying to. I think that's a little bit different. But I'm saying like maybe not being your true self and just putting on a show for people, like not necessarily like in like a negative, like, oh, look at me, you know, putting on a fake thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just like we kind of discussed it on the last one. Like, I view myself and try to carry myself in a certain way, but then when you get into a room with other people, it's not that way. You just kind of succumb to whatever peer pressure or whatever. Like you're like a chameleon. You change, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's not really what you want, I guess. I don't know if I'm making any sense to anybody out there, and you should see the blank stare I'm getting from Gloria. It's like I don't know, what do you think of that? And I get what you're saying about having to kind of be fake and go along with stuff just to. And now that I say that, I can kind of see like same keeping the peace, right? Not
Right.
not like making a situation uncomfortable or anything like that. I kind of see what you're saying with that, but I don't know.
So I'm trying to understand. Do you say that you feel like you're, like, for lack of better word, um, unable to fit in a situation emotionally, or like I'm not.
No, I don't. It's not a matter of not fitting. Um, in fact, I mean, if you really think about it, like you change to fit, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess I understand where you're coming from, but like in my personal experience, like I am always trying to be like my genuine self.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I get that, and that's what I try to do. I try to be genuine all the time, but it's like I don't know. It's like say you're in a room with a bunch of people, right?
okay,
And you guys are joking around or whatever,
right,
just kind of giving each other crap and like, busting each other's chops. Like, like some guys, well, especially guys, right? Everybody out there, most of you men, most of you guys out there, always just giving each other grief. But it's all in fun, right?
right.
But I think so there's a threshold that you pass, right? And then it's got, now it's kind of like, okay, that's enough. But then to not like be that guy, you kind of just keep going along with it just to keep the peace and not to get like, oh, why are you being like that? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
I get it. I understand what you're saying.
like
Um,
I said, I don't think it's, it, it was a long day, people. I'm sorry. It's kind of tired but I hope I'm making sense out there. And I think I know what you're saying.
right.
It's kind of two different things, but not.
Alrighty.
You have nothing to add, Gloria.
No,
What's with
I understand what you're talking about, and I can kind of see what you're saying. Um, but I think everybody's version of like what you're saying is different, because when you say
maybe?
being
Yeah,
fake, to me it's like, okay, as an adult you're put into situations, right? You might not necessarily like the other person, or you guys just don't vibe, or so because you're an adult, you put on the adult face, like, oh, nice to meet you. You keep it like,
yeah. You mean I guess you adapt, or you kind of just, I mean, read the room,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I mean, I wonder what everybody out there is thinking too. Um, I mean, I think people should just be genuine. There's just too much fakiness going on in the world now, anyways.
Yeah. I see that.
Fake food, fake, you know, TikToks. I don't know. People are just always trying to pull the wool over your eyes somehow. Um, so I mean, I don't know. There's just, I think I try to be, like I said, I try to be as genuine as I can, honest as I can with people. And I know, sometimes you gotta kind of bend the rules and bend the truth a little bit to just to fit the situation.
Right.
I mean, I don't think we live in a world that. I mean, I don't. It's not. I don't know if I want to say it's not made for complete honesty. I don't know. It may sound terrible, but I mean, that's just how life is, right? You gotta adapt. I mean, adaptation is kind of the key word there, right? Would you say that or no?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to live your life kind of adapting to all the
And the
situations.
situation change every day.
Of
Well,
course.
you have days where you're yourself 100%, and other days where, like I said, you have to put on like the adult face or the professional face and just bulldoze through whatever situation you're going through.
It's funny too because the thought that popped into my head just now is like fake it till you make it, right? There's that saying, like there are days where I admit, there's days where I wake up and I'm not feeling it, right?
Right.
Don't want to go to work. I want to go back to bed. Oh, I don't want a life today.
Right.
But you have to kind of like just fake it till you make it, right?
Yes.
Like to make it through the day. Now I don't know if that's detrimental or that's does more harm than good, but I mean, what would you say about that?
Um, fake it till you make it, I think, is normal.
Yeah,
You know, um, like I said, it's a situation thing.
yeah, it's a situational thing. Yeah,
It's a situational thing. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah,
like you might react to a stressful situation a certain way, and I might react a different way.
yeah. I guess because some people might put their foot down and lash out. Some people kind of get more reserved.
Right, or other people just let that stuff roll off their backs.
Yeah,
It's just everybody's different, and I don't know. I don't have patience for anything. You know what I mean? Just be yourself all the time.
right.
Whether you're gonna be grouchy, or you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or whether you're in a good mood, like just be yourself. Try to just go through the day as best as you can.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you got to just take one day at a time and just be your true self, right?
Yep.
and just I mean, just try to be genuine. Try to be genuine with others. It's it's not a it's just something. It was just something that during that movie I was like, man, it's like it was just terrible. Like, and it's like they didn't mean to be fake. They didn't. I mean, that wasn't their intent from the beginning.
But
But it turned into a monster, right? Like, they couldn't do anything about it.
there's different levels. You know what I mean? Like there's masking type of fake to where, like you said, you fake it till you make it, and then there's fake just flat out, just
Like a
where
liar,
right,
you
you're
lie.
flat out lying about
Yeah,
something, and
yeah.
that's the difference between that. I think it
I
is.
mean, fake is fake, but
Right.
there. I see what you're saying. There's different levels, right? There's, yeah, I can, yeah, totally. I'd agree with that because you have the fake that's kind of malicious and like I'm trying to deceive you.
Right. And then there's the fakeness of, faking the funk to be happy, just so you
Just
don't kill the vibe in the room or you don't
yeah,
hurt people's
yeah.
feelings and stuff. There's different levels. I think it becomes damaging when you become fake to be malicious, like in
Yeah,
a
like you're
malicious way.
deceiving people.
Right.
Yeah,
Then that turns into a completely different type of
yeah,
fakeness,
that is true. Yeah, but I mean, with all that said and stuff, I still enjoy, you know, Milli Vanilli doing the Milli Vanilli dance. I swear, the since we've seen that movie, that's all it's just been like, just random throughout the day.
It got stuck in my
Girl,
head.
it's true.
Don't forget my number.
Don't forget my everybody knows that song, right?
Well, I mean, you have to be of a certain age
And
to kind of listen
you
and
have to
vibe to
be
these
old, like Joel is.
guys. Very old.
Hey, I'm not that old. Well, I am kind of old.
All right, moving on.
All right. So, uh, Gloria and I were so we've had it was a lot of fun with some of the stuff past couple weeks. Like we had our little Q&A with each other, and we had last week, I think, or last episode, we talked about the first time that
Let's move on.
Gloria said she loved me. That she was the first one that said it.
Oh my God, let it go.
She saw what a man she had up on her in front of her, and she said, "I love you."
Yes, and I still do. Let's move on.
All right. So we were kind of trying to decide if we should share more relationship stories or stuff from when we were little kids, or I don't know. What did you want to share? You want to share anything in particular?
In particular,
I
let's
know.
keep it light because
Okay,
I'm
so-
done with like the fakeness and the droopiness of things. Let's move
All
on.
right. So okay, this is kind of a sad story. Kind of I don't know. I'm not trying to get sympathy here. That's not my style.
Cue the violin.
So, anyways, I was someone had asked me my first girlfriend or my first crush or something like that. I don't remember exactly what they asked. So, and I say this story because it's very memorable and it probably scarred me for life. So, anyways, I was in fourth grade. I was mini me back then, and there was this girl I had a super super crush on, and her sister went to our class. I think her sister was in the same class. Whatever. I had such a crush on this girl, and but of course I'm shy. I'm in fourth grade. You're how old in fourth grade? Like 10?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 9, 10, 11?
Yeah, you're little.
Something like that.
You're little peoples.
I don't know, it's whatever. I'm just barely out of diapers.
Right.
So, anyways.
Compared to your age now, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm like heading towards diapers again, I think.
The circle of life?
Yeah, the circle of life, Kuna Matata. Anyways, so I'm in fourth grade, had the super crush on on this girl. Uh, and my friends knew it, right? Oh, Joel really likes this girl, blah, blah, blah. And then I mustered up the courage one day to write a love letter.
Oh God.
And I swear, I vaguely remember, but I took a long time writing this letter. So it's like I wrote it, whatever. One day, and I even hung on to it for a little bit. I didn't even give it to her
Oh
right away
man.
because I
Okay.
was so nervous. So one day after school, school let out. We went outside, and then I don't remember if no, I did hand it to her. So my buddies are like around the corner or whatever, like, hey, he's giving her the note. And then I'm like, I'm nervous as what.
You were so lucky that social media wasn't around back then.
Oh, tell me about it. The dumb stuff I've done back in the day. Oh, good Lord. Anyways, so I go to give her this note. Her sister was like nearby. And then she saw me give her the note. The girl read it, and I'm like professing my love for her in this note. And how I thought she was so pretty and is the prettiest girl. And, every time I look at her, I see unicorns and rainbows around
You are
her.
so lucky I'm not jealous.
And, you know, that she just like, there's glitter like all around her and the sun shines. And then she took this note, ripped it in my face, and then threw it on the ground and then stormed away.
Ouch.
My buddies are standing there like in disbelief. I'm like mortified and just like, what's happening here? And then she went in her parents' car and then they drove her away. And that was it. Me all standing there heartbroken.
It's a sad world.
It is a sad world. So that was my first experience with the with a female. I like how she's just laughing over there. People, she's turning red. That's not funny. That scarred me. That explains some of the issues I have.
Get it together, Gloria.
Anyways, now you gotta pick something. Now that I put myself out there like that.
I don't know. What should it be?
What should it be?
Ask me something. I don't know. I'm not good at talking about myself.
Oh, I mean, you can. Okay, so on one of the, how many dates did we have? About, I would say we had like 3,622 dates
Give or take.
in our like little courtship. So there was this one arcade. Well, both of us are big nerds.
Super nerd. You guys should see the studio that we set up.
Well, it's a work in progress. I
Yes.
really need to organize in here.
But the point that I'm getting at is that there's like nerd stuff all over the place.
We're all toys and
It's a combination
video
of like
games.
Joel's stuff and my stuff. So I have like Ninja Turtle things and like
There's
Ariel
Star
and
Wars,
Star Wars, and
Transformers, G.I. Joe,
the Stranger
Disney.
Things. Like it's just
Yeah.
Power Rangers. Like there's all sorts of
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. Like it's a little room, but it's like jam packed.
It's funny because when we were talking at first, she was telling me how she was kind of a nerd and that she had some like collected stuff or whatever, and I told her, hey, that's weird, I do too. And she didn't believe me. And at the time I was living in this apartment and I had like a wall of bookcases just packed with stuff, and then I took pictures, and she was like, oh my gosh, it's the same thing when not believing I could cook. She's like, this guy's full of crap. But I had receipts. I showed her.
I think my favorite thing in here, and it's a recent addition.
It's her stress cheese.
My stress cheese. It's like this.
It's just a block of cheese, people. It's a block of cheese that you just squeeze.
Yes, it's like squishy. It's like that. Like I don't know what it's called, but
It's kind of weird because you would think one of our nieces came in here one time and saw it, I thought for sure she was gonna like play around with it, squeeze it, do all kinds of stuff, and she was kind of grossed out by it, probably because it's a big block of cheese. It's just weird. Yeah, that's Gloria.
What is
Gloria's
this?
weird.
Cheddar cheese?
I have no idea.
Cheddar? I don't know what it
Looks
is.
like looks more like a brick of Colby. I have no idea. Anyways, we went to this. We're both big nerds, so one of our dates was at an arcade to go play games and whatever. And I used to be really big into claw machines, like,
Oh man. Oh, okay. I know what story you're telling now.
so that was one of my things because I used to be pretty good at it, not to toot my own horn.
Toot toot.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw this claw machine, and there was. I'll let you go ahead and tell this story, Gloria,
Okay.
because this is one of your favorites. Because you like the. Go ahead.
So we used to go to this arcade, and it's like after like 9 p.m. I think it turned into like an adult bar.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Like a restaurant bar.
Yeah, restaurant bar type of thing. So anybody who was a minor would have to leave, even if they were accompanied by adults, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, my favorite, I guess, fandom type of thing is I've always been into like Batman and Robin.
Who isn't?
Right. But who's Batman's arch nemesis?
Well, he's got plenty, but number one would be probably Joker.
Of course. And Joker happens to be my favorite
Villain.
Since I was a little girl, by the way. Not
Hold on. Let's stop there for a second, because you know what? I'm kind of the same way. I was more into the villains than the actual heroes.
And that's another thing. When I say like I like Little Mermaid, I don't mean the Little Mermaid
No,
herself.
she likes Ursula.
I was always a fan of like the villains. Like Jafar was my favorite. Ursula was my favorite.
Me too. I was always into like the villains. They were more interesting. Like here's another secret that everyone out there should know. I am a huge wrestling fan. I used to be a huge wrestling fan when I was a kid and into adulthood. Maybe not so much now. I mean, because when you're an adult, you got better things to do than sit and watch wrestling. But like pay bills and mortgage and stuff. But I'm a huge wrestling fan. So what was I even gonna? Oh, so I was always more into like the bad guys than the good guys when it came to wrestling.
Yep.
Like they were more interesting to me. Like they were, and I always said that if I became a wrestler, I would want to be a bad guy. I wouldn't want to be a good guy wrestler. No way. Bad guy all the way. Yeah. Anyway, so we were talking about the Joker.
Yeah, we totally derailed for a second.
Yes, we did. Anyways, continue.
So this claw machine that we he got obsessed with. Every time we were in the area, we would go to this arcade, and I saw like this Joker stuffed animal, or not stuffed animal, stuffed.
Well,
what would you call it?
Toy.
Stuffed toy. This man spent $100 during the no.
It wasn't $100.
Every time we went, no, it's not over exaggerating.
That's exaggerating.
How much did no?
It wasn't It wasn't a lot, but it wasn't 100.
Okay, so in my mind, $100.
I don't know. The card maybe had $50 on it.
And how much did you have at the end?
Oh, I had zero. I went in the negative.
50, 100, whatever you spent. That's a lot of money to spend on a claw machine.
You wanted that Joker, so I got it for you.
Like I would just stand there while this guy was just trying to get this. Like,
she kept feeling bad. Like, why are you doing that? You're wasting the blah, 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 blah.
Well, yeah, and then finally he got it.
What Gloria wants, she gets sometimes, not all the time. So anyways, moral of the story, I worked hard and I got it for her. And to this day, she still has it.
I do. It's actually one of my favorite, I guess, stuffed animals, or what is it? Stuffed action figure?
It's a stuffed toy. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what to call it.
All right. Anyways, we're going to leave it there. So hopefully you guys were entertained by this episode. Tried to kind of mix it up,
lighten it.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna leave it here now. Just want to thank all you guys for tuning in, listening, and please spread the word. Let everybody know. Hopefully, you guys are digging this, and don't forget to visit the blog at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. There you'll find different articles and stuff and updates and whatnot on the podcast. If you want to drop us a line, don't forget to drop us a line at sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. Once again, just send us whatever questions, topics you want us to look into. Shoot, if you want us to check out some kind of music or movie or show you saw, or make a comment, anything. Even if it pertains to, like, like the mental health or depression or whatever, anxiety.
We're open to anything,
We're
basically.
open to anything.
Yeah.
We'll just talk about anything, because that's what we do. We talk, especially Gloria. Anyways, you should see the look I'm getting right now, people. Anyways, so yeah, visit the blog. Give us a drop on the at the email. Visit us on our socials. I'm working on some stuff there. You may see a couple changes.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, because I've been having, honestly, guys, I've been having a little bit of issues with a couple of these sites, and it's just like I'm trying to consolidate things and whatever. But anyways, you could still look us up. You can either look up my name on Instagram or Sessions and Lessons on Instagram. Same thing for TikTok.
Everything is a work in progress, so be patient.
Yeah, but all you have to do is kind of search either my name or Sessions and Lessons, and you should be able to find it. So yeah, just look us up on there. I started posting on X / Twitter and Facebook, of course. Just like I said, just search us, and then once we get more details on stuff, we'll of course let you guys know. So we're gonna wrap it up right now. Remember, be good to yourselves, to others. Hope you have a great rest of your week, great weekend. Anything to add, Gloria?
Yeah, something that he forgot to mention. Thank God I'm here to, rectify situations.
Do it.
We are debating on whether to post once or twice a week. This is the second time that we're recording this week.
I mean, we're just gonna post. I mean, the goal was, guys out there like listening. So normally I post articles on Fridays on the blog. I try to share it with. If you want to be on the list, you can also give us a shout to say, hey, I want to be part of the message list or mailing list. So I'm, so just let us know. I post on Fridays, the articles, and normally the podcast gets posted on Sundays. But really the podcast is like, whenever we sit down and record, I'll usually just post it.
Basically, the goal is twice a week. If we get to it, great. If not, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, at least once a week for sure. Anyways, thank you guys again. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and see you on the next one.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Sessions and Lessons Unscripted podcast.